like, you know, life needs to keep going. And then like a light in my life happened that it was, we got an email from the biggest festival in Texas, the biggest metal festival, that it was House Heroes, and they told us, hey, do you want this slot? Like, and then we were like, I couldn't say no to that offer, you know, and that was like little like a few a few months after, or a few, like I think a month after he passed away, and I was like, you know, this is a sign that I need to keep going, you know, because if somebody like tells you, hey, you're gonna play this big festival that has Possessed on the lineup, and Leech Lord and Violence and Fugitive and all these recognized bands in the metal industry, is like, it was really like, it was like a boom in my head. And
Well,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Hardships happen and they can get you down. I mean, I think we've all been through some very rough times. Me myself, I've been through a very rough time here as of late, but you still kind of bring yourself to, still be able to do what you love. And it might be tough and all, but it also could be work, as far as an inspiration. It can give you a little more strength. And, not only that, what would happen, if he could come back and say, what the hell was you doing, man? Why'd you quit? As far as having all of that momentum and success, as far as, and hard work. That's where it all dedication and all of that. And I'm listening to the what y'all got. I'm glad you didn't decide to stop or quit or anything, because I mean now, I mean y'all have, I mean definitely a very good path to take, and before you know it, you're that's just going to be a plus, very positive thing. Looking back and stuff, that you did stay, and kind of have that remorse on, wear it on your sleeve, and just go with it, and take it as it is, and just make the best of it. I think that's what, learning from hard times and tough times and mistakes and all that shit, it just makes you stronger in the long run. Um, give us a little bit about the actual EP. What inspired some of those songs? And like I said, I like that Questionable Ethics song. Uh, to me, the most out of all of them. It's just badass. I'm a thrash guy. I grew up on the stuff. I don't know how old you guys are. I think I think the bass player, I'm calculating, what you about 19, 20 from when you
yeah,
started.
that's,
Um,
it's wild, dude. When I heard him playing, and he's super tall, so it's like when we met him, like I met him when he was 15, and I was like, "There's no way you're 15. You're like 10. You're a head taller than me, dude."
when he was walking around, it was
Um,
like his head was above the camera and shit. I
yeah,
was like, oh smokes.
yeah. I think we're the two youngest of the band. Yeah, we are the two youngest of the band. I'm 22. I'm gonna turn 23 actually on tour. My birthday is on July 24th, so we're gonna be playing a show that day, and he's turning 19 also, like I think 5 days before my birthday on the 19th. So we're gonna be playing like shows in our birthdays, like the youngest members in the band. The guitarist CJ Ackerman, he joined us in 2023, and actually we co-wrote that song with him. Questionable Ethics. It was me and him that we. I really wanted, when we got a new guitarist, I really wanted them to put something in the band, because on the first demo it was like I wrote most of it except the song Insanity Normal State, that we wrote it with the drummer, the former drummer Hayden. And then this time I really wanted to include more, and that's what I told everyone in the band, like I want to ride with you all. I don't want to just write my own thing and then you guys learn it, like that's something I don't like to do, because it's like
Well,
we
you,
all have different inspirations and different visions,
exactly.
and
Yep.
I think that's what like opened my eyes with this song. With Questionable Ethics, it was like we really, like me and CJ Ackerman, like we just we just put all our influences together, and he's really influenced by a lot of uh, black metal, old school death metal, a lot of thrash metal too, like more technical thrash, like Voivod, um, or what's this other band called, Watchtower from
Mm-hmm.
Texas, and we're trying to find that like sweet spot between technical and like really classic thrash. We just don't like to play. Um, we just don't like to play just like power chords. Like most of the old school bands used to do. We want to create like our own riffs, like use different time signatures. So on this song, it was like we all like I think we all feel it. Like we feel something in that song, and
I think that's what really caught my ear is they do have that different, you're going down the thrash road and all of a sudden the signature changes somewhat, and then it's like heavy riffs right behind the chord, the power chords and stuff. But I I like y'all's twist on it. I'm glad that you was able to get a lot of different inputs, the band's inputs and stuff. Because I play guitar a little bit, and I've been in bands, and it's been the same way with me. Like riffs and stuff. Oh, I can just blast riffs all day long, and I can fetch a song or two out of some of those riffs. But at the same time, if I continue to do that, 3, 4, or 5 songs or something like that, I'm like, okay, guys, it's starting to sound like just me's playing, the music or putting into it, and you could tell it just kind of the diversity and versatility in there. That's why I stopped writing. Well, I don't want to say I stopped writing, but that's why I stopped just recording me playing guitar all the time and try to write songs. I'm like, okay, they don't sound the same, but you can tell it's me playing the guitar as far as my style is. And
exactly.
yeah, and like you're saying, with the different inspirations and stuff, and not only that, you never know what the emotions are from different people that's participating and contributing to the song. Um, and I see y'all released a demo. That and that I mean, did y'all not keep none of those songs on there, or y'all just
So
put that out there just to have something on Spotify or something, or?
yeah, so that was our first release. Actually, our first thought it was just release a demo and then a second demo, and then after that release a full length. But we were talking between the band like with this new lineup we have that is CJ Ackerman, Matthew Fernandez on drums, Tommy on bass, and me on guitar. Um, we really think about it, and we were like, we don't feel ready for an album yet. So we were like, that was at the beginning of this year. We were like, we don't feel ready for an album yet. So let's just record an EP. Let's put everything we can, and let's put new songs out. And why is that? Because like this 2 songs of the demo, when we recorded the demo, I actually tried to record it as a album quality, like as a EP. Because I hate when like I don't hate like I like that sound, but it's like I just don't enjoy too much hearing these demos that are really rough. When you have all this new technology that you can make it sound great. And at some point, it's like when we did that demo, I considered myself an EP, but we call it a demo because it was just 2 songs and an introduction, a total of
Mm-hmm.
3 songs. And those 3 songs are gonna be in our first album, and the 4 songs of the EP most likely will be also on the first album. So it's gonna be like these 2 releases we have are like the preview of what's coming up next. So we have been trying to build up all that, and it was really impressive to me how like we as a band that we have been 2 years old, we just had so many opportunities, and we opened for like different bands.
I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, I've been looking at the Instagram. It's amazing to, the age of the band. It usually takes a long time for bands to even get out of their town, much less, play with bigger. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I guess a lot of big bands come through Texas, but shit, y'all are going, from there, up to Oklahoma, over to LA, and then all the way to Iowa. I mean, usually it takes bands either to have the finances to push like that, or the notoriety and to be asked to play on there, and that Iowa fest. That alone is pretty impressive, because I mean I can imagine how hard, and not only that, y'all co-headlining the damn thing, and I can imagine
Exactly.
it's just difficult for other bands to even, like I said, just get out of their state cities most of the time, much less, the state and stuff. Um, damn it, I was going to ask something. It was right on the tip of my tongue, man. I know what it was. It was back to the demo sound, and like you was saying, I don't know if y'all's style is set for those rough demos consistently. I think it requires a quality a quality recording to get it. It would, and even back in the day when I would listen to like any of those old Metallica or Megadeth, even like the old like Beneath the Rim, all those old Sepultura, they were full length albums, but they to this day they still sound like shitty demos to me. You know what I mean? But it's just the way what they had to work with, and of course you go back and you hear some of the remastered versions, and you could tell the difference. How they brought it back and remastered them. I mean, I'm still big fans of all those, but I really think y'all making the move to make it a more professional sounding, dare I say it like that. But I think making that move really worked out for y'all on the EP for sure. But I thought I had something to drink here, but I guess I didn't. So tell us a little bit about what's after the tour. Do y'all plan on just kicking back, writing some more music? Y'all said it's a 2 week. Y'all got a first leg, and then y'all going back out.
Yeah, so it's a 2.5 week first that is all the way every night, most likely. And then we come back to Houston. We stay here for like 4 days, and we just travel on the weekend to Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Then we come back, and then the 2 weekends after, we're gonna play San Antonio, Houston, and Lafayette with this California band called Seizure. They're like a new band, and yeah, we're gonna play those gigs. So we'll be back in Lafayette too. If by any chance you can come, my friend, to Lafayette, we'll get you in for free.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'll shoot over there. It's only about 2 hours away from where I'm at right now. It ain't too far. I usually go over there and catch some shows. I need to go over there anyway. I'm planning on coming out to Texas also this year, and maybe I can catch y'all on one of those one-offs or something later in the year if y'all are doing shows out there. Yeah, I got some homies from out here. They're going to they're doing a little Texas dates and stuff out there. I think it's going to be. I think I got some bands are going to be. I think Slow Hole and them, they're going to be out there in August and September. And I think I got another homie out there. They're in Torturous. They're going to be out, I think in like the October, November area. But yeah, whenever y'all get back, just let me know. I'll see the flyer post and stuff, and I'll definitely, I'll definitely come check it out. If I don't really know what my schedule is, but I love Lafayette. They got a really good scene out there. They got a lot of good bands coming out of there too. Void, they got a lot of good bands coming out of there. Especially, around y'all's style kind of genre, it's hard to find that. Like I said at the top, man, everybody's kind of trying to do that's in heavy metal, kind of like a core thing. It's hard to find like a real thrash, unless it's death metal, and here recently I've been seeing a lot of, good death metal bands. Swamp Grave's one of them. They're like a modern Southern death metal and not a core-y band, so, I mean, after that, y'all just going to keep grinding after the, get back from Iowa, y'all just going to keep grinding the shows. And I mean, how do y'all feel about, or how long do you think it'll be before you release the full length album?
I mean, it's going to be the first thing we start working on when we get back. We won't focus on the shows as much as we will just writing
awesome.
The rest of the song, recording it all, and making it sound even better than the EP did.
Have y'all decided how many songs it's going to be?
I think maybe
not exactly, but we're thinking like 8 or 9.
Yeah, we don't want to like overdo it, but also we don't want to put
like too short.
Like yeah. But also the problem is not the problem, but I think it's a good thing, but it's also a problem for the mainstream media. Is like most of our songs are like really long, like not really long, but like they go between 5 and 6.5 minutes, sometimes 7. So we have been trying to see like to check like which of all those songs are really worth to be on the album and maybe save some songs for a second album, you know, so we don't
or
have like
another EP or something. Yep.
long songs. Exactly. Like, so we don't have like a bunch of long songs on the album. Then I think nowadays people like don't listen albums back to back, you know, they just go listen to one song. And I think many people does, and I personally do. But there's many people they just like don't do that. But yeah, that'll be the first thing we'll start working whenever we come back from all the dates we have. We actually have like two more shows lined up for later in the year, and I think that'll be like the two only shows we have.
Do that festival in Austin in October.
Yeah, we have a festival that is called Hell's Bangers Ball that is in Austin, Texas. At Come and Take It. We have tickets available already on the link in our profile. We'll be playing a festival with D Side, the death metal band,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, that's gonna be really wild. Like when I told him, we just got the notice like a week ago, and I told him like 2 days ago, and he was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's like
Dude, that's insane, man. I mean, y'all just keep name dropping. That's insane. You know, I'm telling you from my experience, just by chatting with bands locally, and you know, I kind of like to go different places and check out new areas as far as like different states and stuff. Um, and I see a lot of bands really, 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 you know, grinding and doing the, you know, a great job of doing that, but none of them has said anything. I mean, y'all got some serious, you know, some serious you know, I guess, you know, being on the bill with some of these bigger names and drawing those crowds. You know, people's going to see y'all, and so when it comes to like what you're saying about releasing another full length album, I mean, a lot of the people that might tell you that don't do that, maybe they're not getting those listeners, and maybe, you know, they only listen to one of their songs, or, you know, I would suggest, me personally, if y'all are able to do, you know, 8 to 10 song full length albums, if it happens to be like, you know, a few months in between, or we just, whenever y'all get them done, man, release it, because people's going to want to listen to it if they, you know, if they're there listening to you at those festivals and y'all hitting the road and hitting, you know, all those dates. And y'all, I mean, y'all got a substantial amount of followers, you know, so I don't see, I mean, pretty good monthly listeners. I mean, that's something to work for, instead of, you know, just releasing 1 or 2 songs every 2 or 3 months, you know, to me.
Yeah, exactly. And like I think the real plan we have with the album is we have like a lot of live versions. Like every time we play a show, we always try to ask the sound guy or soundboard person, sound engineer to. I just give them my pen USB, and then they just record the set. And we have like 2 or 3 shows that they recorded like each track.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we had some live shows that what we're planning to do with the album is release a single, like release 3 singles, and then after that, just release the album completely. You know, so it's like on each single is gonna have a live version
Like a
or
live
a demo
tape.
version. Exactly.
And see, that all fits right into how those, you know, bands that I grew up on did it. You know, they would have like a live from Brazil, or you know, something like that, you know, and then they would come out with the album the next time, and which would be out of the studio or something. But yeah, that's a good idea, especially if you got the means and the ability to do that. I mean, why not, you know?
Exactly.
So we're gonna be winding down here in a few, but I haven't even asked you any of the questions off of the, well, maybe who your influences and stuff were, because y'all, what y'all sent me in the email is what I would hope that every band, you know, that wanted to come on to the podcast would do. This is very professional, you know, getting back to what you're saying about, you know, knowing the business, learning, you know, and doing that kind of thing professionally. I don't see why. I mean, I do see why a lot of those people are asking y'all to play on those shows like that, because they, you know, y'all got y'all shit together. You know, hopefully nobody's in the room that can't hear a cuss word, but I
They are so good.
sorry. um, but I'm really impressed, especially with y'all. Nothing to say anything about y'all's age, but y'all are younger individuals, and y'all seem like y'all got y'all's head on straight. And I would say just keep the pedal to the metal is what I would say. Like
Exactly, just
literally.
through everything. Trusting the process at some point. I think like another big factor of like what we are getting like all these opportunities is mainly like it's hard work and like a lot of like desire of doing things. But I know so many bands that they worked so hard for their stuff and they don't get as much as other bands, you know. But it's like I think it's also like a lot of luck, and I think we have been really lucky recently, and like I think like having that luck is pushing us to actually like release good quality material, so like people can be like, okay, this is not just luck. This is like they sound good, you
Yeah,
know.
it's
They
it's
do the
never
things
luck,
right.
man. Y'all are definitely putting in the work. And as soon as the first song comes on of that EP, you can tell that it's a lot of hard work. Y'all practice, y'all take pride in it, y'all are set, doing what y'all want to do. If it is luck, then I'm gonna need some of that rabbit's foot you got in your pocket. But um, I think it's stems from the dedication and the hard work y'all are doing for sure. I'm
Thank
a,
you for that, man.
I'm gonna be cranking that. I can't. Usually I play some of the music while we're during the episode and stuff. But since we're doing the call in, I can't really do that because I'm using the device to do the video. But
So,
I would be jamming it right now, like in the background. Um, so
maybe
yeah.
like you can play it after the live streaming. Like whenever we cut the call, you just play one song and
Oh, don't
that'll
worry.
be
When this goes on Spotify, it's gonna be. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got this, man. I I I like doing this because it gives me the guest an option to where they don't have to come here to do this. Plus, y'all live in Houston. I mean, a lot of bands from around here they come in there. We chill and stuff. But I've interviewed a few bands from L.A. A couple from like Sacramento area. I think I've done one from Texas. Uh, Multiple from Florida, just the same kind of way. Um, and I think just having the option and the avenue. I mean, I don't know what it's worth, to you guys to do this, through me, but I mean, it's just something extra. It's something else that can, help the person move to the next step, and that's kind of how I look at it, So, um, so yeah. I'm sweating down, man. Ooh, we
totally right. While you're setting out, oh, your AC is wrong, right?
exactly. Yep. I think I heard the guy pull
Yeah.
up outside a minute ago. I was thinking, I was like, man, please be him because I cannot sleep in this stuff.
Oh yeah, like here in Texas, there was a hurricane like 3 or 4 days ago, and
Mhm.
like half the people, like 2 million people, don't have power here, and I think they're just restoring it like this time, and like some people they're not gonna get power until July 14th, and it's already July 11th, so they have like 3 more days to suffer, and it's
Yeah.
so hot in here, so it's like
I'm glad that that y'all are all right and stuff. Hopefully the best wishes to all those people that we know how it is to get hurricanes over here too in New Orleans area. Um, um, but the show must go on. So I mean, they'll everybody get through it, and I mean, I just hope I hope they can survive the heat wave that's coming because it's going to be hot. Holy smokes! Um,
yeah. I'm glad we're living in Texas because I mean people told me in California it's gonna be hot too, but it's it's not as humid as in Texas, you know.
Trust me,
Texas,
Southeast
so
Louisiana it's like a sauna 24/7 except for in January. So, um, but yeah, I
but the
mean,
best thing of Texas is the scene. The scene in Texas is really solid, and there's a bunch of good bands. Like, if you can let me like shout out some bands, I will recommend you guys to go listen to the Virulent, Obsidian, and which other bands we have. We
I
have some death metal bands like Necrologistic Anomaly,
I'm
Corpse Pile.
I'm waiting on Hell Fury to come to New Orleans next week. They're
Healthy is sick, dude. From Austin,
yep.
they're so good. We're playing that festival that we said with D side. Hell Fury's playing that one.
Okay,
We've
yeah,
also
yeah.
said this
I did
before.
see that. Okay, yep. Yeah, I've seen them. I seen them earlier this year in New Orleans, but they're coming to this thing called Creepy Fest, and it starts next week. It starts on Thursday. That's going to be with Goat Horrors opening it up, and Goat Horror, Cemetery Frost, Hogjaw. There's gonna
Heraclean too, right?
hmm?
Heraclean is playing that one
Heracleon's
too,
going to be
right?
on that show too. Yep, that's who the other
That
band
band
was.
is so sick, dude.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that band.
Um,
Sounds so tight, and also they were like really cool friends of ours. They always like received us with arms up, and like
we're gonna
they're
go,
awesome, dude.
gonna go check them out, and then, like I said, it starts Thursday, but it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's just 4 days of a collective of venues that just make sure, like in one area, like one day on Saturday, there's 3 venues, like right in the. You could just walk across the street to the different venues, and they got like a total of like 25, 30 bands inside the bars and stuff. But it's like $20 for all 3 venues. So, but they got a lot of
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, they got it's a pretty cool deal, you know. And like I said, here Hell Fury is going to be at one of those nights on the 20th. They're going to be at the I'm pretty sure it's Holy Divers where they're going to be at, but yeah, I Texas is loaded. They're always stacked with good, you know, rock bands, and they're always coming over here and stuff. Yeah, y'all need to try to stop in New Orleans sometimes over at Siberia or, you know, Southport or Holy. They got a whole bunch of venues over here, man. And it's a pretty good scene. So I would say so.
Oh yeah, man. I think we might plan that for the after we finish recording the full length, and like I think like we also got an offer to play in Florida next year, so we might have to try to book some shows all the way there, you know, so we don't have to just like go all the way and then come back. That is a bunch of miles and a bunch of distance, so
Well, you
a
got
bunch of hours drive.
there's a lot to cover
So yeah, I
between
think
y'all
that's
and
about it.
in Florida. There's a lot of stuff to cover. So, but
Yeah. It's
well,
a big state too.
if y'all want to go ahead and just let the listeners know how they can listen to y'all's music and how can they follow y'all, and you know, just, you know, I guess plug y'all's socials and just let the listener know how they can reach y'all.
On Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, it's Labyrinth Thrash. Everything. We have the Unforeseen Consequences EP on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp,
Yeah,
all that
man.
good stuff. And the demo and the single should be on everything, YouTube included.
Yeah, like I think any streaming services you use, any music streaming service, even if you use Amazon Music or Tidal or Pandora, yeah, all of those, all the music is there. And if you want to buy our material stuff or some merchandise, you can go to our Bandcamp, it's Labyrinth Thrash. Don't misspell Labyrinth though, because so many people at venues, at flyers,
I
everywhere
did.
they misspell it, and I'm like, come on, dude.
I was like, hold on,
Not that hard.
it's spelled a different way. I noticed that the other day when we was talking. I was like, oh, okay. I like it though, because it's stands by itself too, you know. So, but I do want to thank y'all for showing interest. And I usually don't do a Thursday podcast, but I really wanted to, you know, sit down and talk, and I apologize for the technical difficulties earlier, but
No, it was all good, man. We had a lot of fun. We appreciate you for doing this for us, man.
Oh, no, it's no problem at all, and I really appreciate y'all, you know, showing interest in supporting our page and stuff, and if there's anything that I can do to offer, you know, to try to help out, just let me know, and you know, keep me posted on all the shows. I'll blast them just like I normally do on, you know, on our Instagram page. But other than that, man, we're gonna go ahead and call it, I guess. I'm about to melt right here in this seat. I really appreciate it again. Thanks for joining the show. We've been here with Labyrinth from Houston, Texas, guys. Thanks.
Thank you so much, man. We'll see you, everyone. Be safe, man. I'll send you some bands too, so you can like interview them and stuff from here. So
that's
maybe
fine.
They are interested.
Yep. Just like I said, you just like how you did with the link, just, you know, just guide them that way, and they can always find us, and I'll always respond to them. So, I really appreciate it again. This has been Local Riffs. Peace.